morning from Planet Week in Torino. My name is Inês Silva Araújo. I'm part of the Connect for Climate team, a global partnerships program of the World Bank Group. And I'm pleased to be here today with Mr. Carlos Moreno, the Scientific Director of the Chair Entrepreneurship Territory Innovation at the Pantheon Sorbonne University. Welcome, Carlos. It's really nice to be here with you today. So I've checked your profile, and you have an immense experience in the urban sustainability sector, and you are recognized by your pioneer work and approach on urban issues. A specific project that really caught my curiosity was the 15-minute city plan concept. Can you tell us a bit more about it, please?
Thank you, Inês. Thank you for this kind invitation. I'm very, very happy to be here. Of course, I am very, very proud of this 15-minute city concept. This concept is today very popular worldwide. Why? In fact, I have started this research with my team in 2010. I published for the first time in 2016, a few months after the COP21 in Paris, at the moment where we have signed the Paris Agreement. The idea, in fact, is very concrete. To fight against climate change means to reduce radically our CO2 emissions. And at the same time, we need to develop a more vibrant local economy, local employment, local short circuits to use raw materials. And for that, we need as well to regenerate our neighborhood, to revitalize our street, our squares, to give more public spaces for humans, for people, for citizens and dwellers, and not for cars. The 15-minute city concept is in reality a radical shift of our urban style for developing a more polycentric city, for developing this convergence between ecology, economy, social interactions with a positive impact. We wanted to provide more local services within a short perimeter for regulating our economy, for regenerating our neighborhoods, and for having by active mobility on foot or by bike this low carbon CO2 footprint. It's very, very simple. We need to have a more vibrant city for regenerating it and for giving a priority for the new economical, sustainable geography based on happy proximities.
And I must say that I think that it would also influence very positively the well-being of people, right? Sometimes we spend so many time commuting from one place to the other. So it's great to see that it would have a wonderful impact, of course, in the environment, but also on the quality of life of the citizens. How do you think it, so you mentioned reduction of carbon emissions, but how do you think it contributes to sustainability and resilience in urban environments?
The question of the resilience in cities is today crucial. We have this dramatic situation today with the increase of temperatures, the global warming, more and more extreme meteorological situation in our cities. Cities are the place where live the majority of population. Sustainability, resilience, economic development, social interactions are the same movement. For improving the quality of life of citizen dwellers today, we need to regenerate our urban lifestyle. We need to change our urban lifestyles. We need to break the strong car dependency. We need to switch from the period of the predominance of energy based on fossil fuel energies. We need to regenerate this capacity for recreating the local employment. After the COVID-19, we have observed this impressive switch from the zonification for working and to transform our work style using new digital technologies. Sustainability is in reality to offer a more livability with the ecology low carbon, viability with the economy, with the more important local employment impact, and inclusiveness for having more social interactions, gender equity, intergenerational relationships, for reconquering our public space for living better in all cities.
So it's also a matter of justice, which is a really important component of the overall transition to a more sustainable setting. Different cities have different requirements. How do you envision the implementation of this plan in different urban settings across the world?
Across the world, we have today a lot of cities, regardless of size or density, that have decided to embrace this concept. We have created with UN Habitat, United Nations, C40 cities, the powerful, amazing global network of cities for fighting against climate change. With UCLG, United Cities and Local Governance, another important association, global association of cities, and my team at Sorbonne University, Paris Sorbonne Business School, for federating the different mayors and local governors that have embraced this concept for in implementation. After the COVID-19, we have observed this massive emergence in the 5 continents for implementing this concept. Of course, this is not the same thing to implement the 15-minute city, the happy proximity in Paris or Milano, in Bogota, of Buenos Aires, of Seoul. In each continent, in each one of cities, we have the particular specificities in the different economical, social, geographical, political, even religious context. Our common point is to develop a happy proximity in a polycentric city for developing this more vibrant economy, local services, low carbon footprint, and to regenerate with this distributed city for reducing our long distances, long commute, with this essential target to improve the quality of life of citizens. Proximity is more important than continue to create big infrastructures. Proximity is the core of our quality of life. Proximity is not only distances. Proximity is at the same time a new feeling, is knowledge, is the new relationships, is the friendships, is the intergenerational transmissions, is the respect of women, is the gender equity, is the otherness for each one of us. Proximities are the essence of better living together in our cities.
Thank you so much. There is really a very special vision in making sure that we are closer to each other. Speaking of, bringing and creating a better life for everyone, we are here also because we want to create a better future for our generations. I know that you are attending the Biennale di Tecnologia organized by the Politecnico di Torino, and I want to ask you, how do you see the role of young people in supporting and contributing to the development of more sustainable cities, the application actually of this 15-minute concept plan? They have innovative ideas, they have energy. How do you see them contributing to the overall concept?
The role of young people is crucial for creating our conditions in order to do this radical shift. The 15-minute city, the twin concept 30 minutes territory for medium and low density zone, the happy polycentric proximity. It's a concept for having a better future. This is a concept for creating a new roadmap. This is a concept for developing a new journey. This is not a magic wand. This is not magic dust for changing in a few months, in a few years, 7 decades of zonification, segmentation, segregations in cities. I'm totally convinced that the role of young people today is at the center of this transformation. The horizon 2030 is tomorrow. The horizon 2050 is after tomorrow. The only possibility for avoiding a drama, for avoiding this global warming with the systemic dramatic consequences is related to our capability for offering to young people, to the new generations, the real capabilities for transforming radically our urban and territorial lifestyles. It's your moment, the young people, for embracing a new paradigm, for living in the 21st century different as our experience of living in the 20th century. We need to change, for changing is today the future, the hope for this generation today. For that, my role is to encourage you, to foster you for giving this way, but this is not my way, this is your way.
Thank you so much, Carlos. Very empowering words. And I would also like to encourage our youth audience to check your profile, to check a bit more about the 15-minute city plan. And I'm sure that your contributions and your ideas will also inspire them to implement their own, especially on the urban sustainability field. And although, you know, we need to close today's interview, I'd like to thank you again for your presence. And to everyone watching us, please continue to follow our Planet Week interviews, conversations on so many different sectors, and check Connect for Climate social media channels for all the exciting updates coming out of Torino. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ines.